Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Lisa Douglass-Doe, your leadership coach. Today, I want to dive into why I decided to focus on helping women who are ambitious and want to move into leadership roles get to where they want to go. So, over the past couple of days, obviously it was a holiday. We had time to reflect on, what we're grateful for, what we want to do in the new year. And it all boils down to, how can I be a servant leader to other people? Some of you may be thinking that as well. And we'll talk about all the various types of leaders there are in the future. But what I realized as I go back on my own experience and journey with leadership, I realized that whether it's within my family, in school, in college, my career, and business, I had a lot of great opportunities where I was able to increase my income significantly when I was able to hone in on my leadership skills and be tapped into other opportunities. How many of you want to increase your income, whether it's on your job, your career, or even in business? Some of you are business owners, right, ladies? And you want to increase your revenue, but maybe you're feeling like you're not connecting with your teammates so that way you can get to the next level. There's a lot of things that we as women, we hold ourselves back, we limit ourselves, and we can't get to the next area. So what I want to do is I really want to focus in that particular area is help women get to the next role, whether it's in ministry, in their career, in their jobs, in business, in network marketing. These are all areas that I have experience with that I want to share with you so that we can all go to the next level in the new year, right? Who's with me? Put yes in the comments below, right? So what I was thinking is I actually put together a leadership assessment to figure out and help women determine where it is that they need some areas of growth. So go ahead and click on the link below. Actually, in the stand store, you'll see in the comments, there is an area where you can click on. It's totally free, so that way you can determine where you might need a little bit of assistance, what it is that you need to focus on for yourself. All right. So I want to just check my notes here and talk about what are some of the areas of where we as women are finding that we're not going to the next level. I know I had imposter syndrome a few times throughout my life, and we'll talk about how you can get over that, all right? Another one is maybe it's just being perfectionist. Even just making this video right now, my husband will tell you, I was like, no, I'm not ready. It needs to be perfect. I need to do this. And he's like, just do it. Sometimes we have that perfectionism instead of just doing it and progressing and getting better over time, right? That's me, okay? Maybe there's a reluctance to self-promote. Sometimes you're thinking, you know what, there's an opportunity will come your way and you won't speak up because you're like, I'm not sure if I'm the right person for this, when you have to advocate for yourself. And we'll talk about some examples of how you can do that. I'm thinking about one right now, just in my own experience. I remember when I was an administrative assistant at one of my first jobs, and I was interviewing all these people to become consultants. And after a while, I was like, you know what? I can do this job. I don't need to wait or get an extra certification to make it happen. I can do what they're doing. And you know what I did? I actually put together a small presentation, met with my boss, talked to him about how I think I'm ready for this role, how I've been able to interview, I've been able to study on my own time to go to this next role, which is going to have a nice increase in my income as well. And luckily, he was a really good mentor and coach. And he was like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to help you do that. And I was able to get the training I need to be able to get on projects, do implementations in HR and so on. And that's just one example of how I was able to speak up for myself and be able to self-promote and determine that, yes, I can do that. How many of you are having that issue where you're like, you know what, I'm not sure if I can speak up for myself. You're not an advocate for yourself, and you need a little bit of a push to help that mindset that self-talk that you have going on, saying, no, I can't do that. Turn that into, yes, I can. Yes, I am. And I'm going to make it happen. Well, I can help you in that area. Some of us are going through fear of failure where you're like, I don't even want to try. I don't even want to risk it. I'm just going to stay where I am because it's comfortable. Or you've been at your job at a long time and you're like, I'm just skating through, Lisa. I don't want to rock the boat. I can do this job in my sleep. I've had that experience too, and I'll share some of those stories as we talk about it over the next couple of weeks. So what I want to really hone in on, everyone, is I want to help you get to where you're going, right? but you need to have a plan. Do you have a plan? You realize that there are people looking at you because maybe you're the most successful person in the family, and they're like, you know what? I wonder what Sally's gonna do next. I wonder what Keisha's gonna do now, because she has been a role model for me, so that way I can do and be where she is. So I want us to think about, take a few minutes, reflect, and put in the comments below, what is it that you want to achieve in the new year? Is it that you're going for a new role in your current job? Do you want to actually change jobs and do something totally different? Maybe there's a leadership role in your ministry or a church that you want to go after. What about in your career? You're like, you know what? I mean, not your career, in your business area. Maybe there's some people that you want to help develop so that way you can start to delegate more responsibilities to them, but you don't know how to make that transition happen. These are things that we can tackle and talk about together over the coming weeks. All right. So what I want to do is really just invite you to get your own leadership assessment. Go ahead and review it. Take the time to really answer the questions honestly, and then you can determine where you need some assistance. And I'm here to help you along the way. All right. So let's lean into leadership. There's too many opportunities out here that we are passing up on. I want to help you as a female get to where you want to go. So I want to thank you for listening in today. My name is Lisa Douglass-Doe, leaning into leadership with you. Ciao.